back from Longleaf Pine Preserve. It's up by I-4 off State Road 44. It is unfortunately a little too close to I-4, and for most of the there's an east and a west parking area, and they're totally separate, and the paths don't connect or anything. But the western one is the one I went to because it's a big, long 7-mile red loop trail. So I did that. But the westernmost part of that is just, you just hear I-4 the whole time, very loudly. And then most of it is also on roads, dirt road, just people's road. Like, there's a couple farmhouses out there. There's a lot of signs along the path on that side that are fussing about private property and stay off, and so clearly the homeowners haven't had a great time of their neighborhood being turned into a hiking trail. Overall, I just wasn't terribly impressed with this hiking trail because it's mostly a road. It just happens to be in a rural neighborhood where there's only a few houses greatly spaced out, and there was some pretty sights. I got some nice photos in the eastern part of it. There's this old sawmill road, and it goes from what is kind of nice, flat, grassy pine needles and stuff, and then it'll turn into like just absolutely ravaged dirt road all of a sudden. I don't know what or whom is causing that, but just the road's just shredded in some areas. In the wet season, I'm sure there's this totally impassable scenario for a lot of this. It's February, what is this? February the 12th today. So I picked this day because it was nice, cool, and breezy. No chance of rain. Though there were some intimidating looking clouds, but in any case, had a good time with the weather. Nice, cool, breezy, 60. This is partial shade for some of this area out here. There's really tall pines, so until it's like noon and the sun's directly over you, you're probably going to be moderately comfortable most of the time. It was a little over 7 miles to do the red loop, and what else? In the beginning of the red loop, clearly this whole span, it goes from the parking area, curves around till you get to the dirt road. And this is where there's some cool photos of a wooden path that on Google reviews, at least somebody took a photo of that when it was the wet season, and so the whole thing is flooded out, and the only way across is on this unrailed wooden path. And essentially they took 4x4s and laid 3 aside each other, and just that's the whole thing. So what it's covered with is black mold and mildew. It's Florida ice, essentially. And even stepping on it for a moment, I almost slid and killed myself. But would not be fun out there. So in any case, be careful with that. Thankfully, it was dry for me, so, there was a little bit of water here and there, but only one part that I was slightly concerned might be impassable as I crossed over a power line area. It went down and it was very flooded, but fortunately, that was just the road. The side of the road was totally dry, so it was fine. What else? Yeah, for me, the noise in the street aspect of it, I say street, it's dirt road, but still, whatever, kind of ruins it. I doubt I would ever go there again. But I don't know, if I lived there, I guess I'd make use of the hiking area, but unimpressed, but there's some pretty photos in any case.